Parks and Rec and The Office are such comfort shows for me. Like I have to call that out. And so getting to like live in this universe again is has been really cool. And I thought the first season so solid, but I'm just wondering if you were a fan of those shows and being on this production, has that changed how you view those other shows being in this production?
I don't think so. I still love it. If anything, I might appreciate it more
Mm.
because I know how hard everyone works and how much everyone wants to make like a stellar show. But I still love it and I find it funny still. Like it never gets old for me and I think it's amazing still.
Something that's interesting is that in the office there was always Jim and Pam, the will they won't they of the situation, right? But in this first season we get a couple of office romances kind of budding, and there isn't necessarily the same kind of will they won't they, because we get to see the connections actually forming pretty quickly in this season. But what were their conversations like in kind of alleviating that pressure of being like, we're not trying to do another Jim and Pam, especially when it came to Nicole and Detrick?
I mean, I think Greg Daniels made it very clear that this was going to be its own thing. So there were never any sort of comparisons from plot lines to characters to what we do. Like everything's really different and fresh, other than the fact that we have Oscar and the same like documentary crew. So the tone of it was going to be the same, but I think it was very clear from the beginning that this was going to be its own unique original show.
The writing seems really tight on this, but I imagine there's still a good amount of room to like play and improvise and try to break each other. But what is the balance there for you guys as actors? Like, do you have a lot of room and real estate to play and kind of just riff when the time strikes?
In the final cut, I would say a lot of it, or like 97% of it, it's like, I mean, that's just a generalized guess of percentage, but it's like very scripted. A lot
Mm.
of it is on script. When we were filming, we would do a lot of takes and then we would have opportunities to play. And let me tell you, like when you put a dozen of really funny people and a couple of writers, you like sprinkle that in and you mix us all up, like the scenes will go on forever. Like people will just riff and riff and riff, like, and the scenes will never end. But I would say, as for like the final cut, it was incredibly scripted.
Oh, amazing. I can't wait to see like the gag reels. Like I love watching gag reels from shows like this just because I feel like there's so much that just can't be in the canon of the show. But all that said, I do think the paper is just grander. Like, right? Like the office is bigger, like even the awards show happening in the first season. I just think there's so much going on, whether with the scale of what we're covering. It's not just a paper company, it's the news. And I'm just curious if what it feels like to be in that set, in that office space.
I think the set designer did such an amazing job. Like all the cabinets are filled with papers and files with actual information, and the computers work and there's documents that you can open on your computer, and the phones work because I've tried and I've called people on them. And it's just like very real, and it's not like a regular set where they set up like one side of something and then they just shoot like one side. You're like walking into like a real space and you're spending your whole day there. So it feels very real, like you're working in an actual office.
I love that. Well, congratulations on the first season. I do have to wrap, but I'm looking forward to multiple seasons of this. I hope to be along for the ride with you guys growing at the Truth Teller. It's been a really fun ride so far. So thank you so much.